Okay, so before I get into this, I have a video to show you guys today from my camera on my porch. Before I get into it, I do want to say that I do appreciate our cops here in town. They do a lot of really good work. They do arrest people that need to be arrested. But there's just a few subtleties that our cops are really horrible on. Like they do things that are extremely outside the box, and sometimes it's a little disrespectful. The thing is in this video, at one point in time, they unload the suspect's backpack on top of my car, and it potentially could have left something behind on my car, a substance that shouldn't have been there, or it could have left, you know, anything. It could have fallen down in the cracks and fallen under my hood. It's not really that they unloaded it on, you know, on my hood. I'm not really frustrated about that. It's just the fact that common decency, common respect, and the fact that it could have had negative effects later. It's not really a big deal, but I feel that this video should be shown, so that they know that these things that they do aren't exactly right. They aren't exactly up to par. However, like I said, I do appreciate our cops. I do appreciate all that they do for our town, and I do appreciate the fact that they have been cleaning up our town, and we're not seeing as much since December, since the beginning of the year. We've really been seeing less and less and less and less. So again, I do really appreciate them, but this, what you're about to see, it just kind of irked me in the wrong, it just, everything about it just kind of irked me. So I felt that I needed to share it. So without further ado, here's the video.
Go out there and say anything to him.
That right there. This is my car, not his. This guy does not live anywhere near here. They are going through his shit on top of my car. Like, what the fuck? And then one leans against my car. I don't even have the guy in a fucking car yet. He's still standing there. Not even in cuffs. Not even completely in cuffs. They're still going through his pockets.
I don't know what they're talking about. Don't use the fine ground. This tastes like plastics just fine. Oh my god, that is good.
You can't really see it, but behind the pole right there, there he is. He's leaning against my fence. Like, he's actually bending my fence. And the other one's still leaning up against my car. Okay, so far we have one sheriff leaning on my car, one TPD emptying suspect's backpack on my car, one sheriff leaning on a fence, one TPD leaning on our fence. Guys finally in one of their cars. They all come back over. They're all chit-chatting, picking up stuff off the ground. They emptied the backpack again on one of their hoods. That one's eating something. Watch this guy. Oh, wait, it's not that guy. Back on my hood. You can see the guy by the pole, which is a sheriff, leaning against our fence. And you can clearly see our fence is bending. They're just kind of standing around, chit-chatting. There's a car over there that we can't see on the camera that has a suspect in it. There are 1, 2, 3 cars in the street, and then the one in the alley. And yes, that is a bag of Funyuns. Just totally standing there in front of our house, chit-chatting, having a powwow, leaning against our cars, leaning against our fence, eating chips. Taft's finest right there.
Make sure you mention that they did get up when I went out.
Oh, I'm gonna keep recording. It's gonna happen right here in a second. And at this point, they've already driven the suspect away. And they're all just standing there, chit-chatting. And there's my sister, asked them not to lean on the fence, and scatter. Like a bunch of cockroaches. Literally took less than 5 seconds for all of them to leave. Taft's finest right there. Okay, so basically, like I said, I do appreciate what they do for us, but the thing is they need to be aware that the people are watching. They demand and expect respect out of us, but at the same time, they need to give us the same respect. And just a side note, if you don't know my town, it is a very small town. That was every single officer's vehicle. That's 3 TPDs and 2 sheriffs parked out in front of my house, not following procedure, kind of goofing off after they already drove off the suspect. So, I mean, you know, and when my sister went out at the end of the video, she literally couldn't even finish the sentence before they scattered. Like, she literally got out, "Could you guys not lean on?" And then they all just scattered. So they knew that they were doing something wrong, and they all scattered very, very fast, as you could see in the video. So, you know, it's just they need to be aware that the people are watching, and we do see these things, and that they need to think not only about what they're doing, but the image that they present to the town. And again, I I do appreciate everything they do. This is not exactly a knock to them, but at the same time, it is. They just need to be aware of what they're doing, really.